Begin by allowing your body to release into gravity. Feel where your body makes contact with the surface, and feel the underlying surface provide support, almost like a floating water raft coming up under your body so that all of your tissues can yield and release and spread. Feel the weight of your bones, the weight of your muscles, the weight of your fluids, as if everything is pooling into the undersurface. So there's a quality of allowing the tissues to spread and to soften and to yield into the undersurface. Now place your hands on your chest and feel the movement of the breath as it enters through the lungs and releases out of the body. So just feeling the hands move, reflected in the gentle movement as the breath moves into the lungs, the skin stretches, the muscles move. So just feeling the quality of movement onto your hands. There's a sense of filling and emptying. And if you like, you can track the sense of the breath coming into the nose, moving down through the throat, and spreading into the lungs and into the whole chest area. And just feel that gentle rising and falling onto your hands. Feel that the breath has an effortless quality, almost like the sense of putting a sponge in water and how the water just fills into the sponge. So in that way, there's no need to pull the breath in. Just allow the water to spread, allow the breath to spread into the spongy quality of the lungs. And on the exhale, again, very effortlessly, the breath releases out, and you have all the time in the world. There's no rush to push the breath out. And in fact, you can kind of hang out in that sense of release until the breath naturally moves back into the lung tissue. Slowly allow your hands to slide down to the belly, and just feeling the same quality of gathering, filling, and emptying, and feeling that rising and falling underneath your hands. Breath moves in through the nose, into the lungs, the diaphragm releases down, and that gently moves the organs. And that's the feeling that you have under your hands as you inhale, that there's a kind of rising of the belly. And as you exhale, the diaphragm releases up, and the carbon dioxide is released out through the lungs, through the throat, and out into the environment. So just following that process of filling, gathering, emptying, and releasing. Now begin to let your awareness settle into an area that feels tight or constricted or has less quality of yielding or softening, or maybe a painful area. And just let your awareness settle into that tissue, being there with that experience of constriction or tightness. If you like, you can put your hands there or just let your awareness settle into that area. Now begin to sense that that whole area is made up of millions of cells, billions of cells. And each cell is breathing. And that breathing process is a process of fluid moving into the cell, and through the cellular membrane, and fluid moving out of the cellular membrane into the tissue, into the interstitial tissue, the fluid around the cells. So in a sense, the cells are resting in an ocean of fluid. So this internal breath has the quality of allowing the cellular membranes to open, they are semi-porous, to expand, and to allow oxygen in. So allowing that oxygen in has the quality of taking in what's needed, taking in nutrition, recuperation, and at the same time, the cell also releases carbon dioxide. It allows what's not needed to move out of the cell, back into the surrounding tissue, and eventually to find its way out of the body and into the environment. So sensing this area as an area that has become softened by this quality of breathing, allowing in through the membranes, softening the membranes to allow oxygen in, exhaling into those cells, allowing carbon dioxide to be released. So all of these tissues are made up of these millions, billions of cells that are all breathing. As you feel this process, the breathing may give rise to a sense of subtle pulsing or heat or tingling. Through this internal breathing process, the cells know themselves. This quality of cellular breathing brings presence, awareness, and health to the body. If you like, you can begin to extend that sensation, visualization, and experience to the whole body, so that you can feel a kind of rhythmic quality of opening and releasing, of expanding and condensing. Cellular breathing is happening through the entire body. So just allowing that feeling to spread. Enjoy the sensation of subtle movement and presence in the deep tissues of the body. Feel free to move your awareness to another area of the body where you feel constricted or a sense of holding. And just allowing that same process of aligning yourself with the quality of cellular breathing. And at any point when you've rested in this deep recuperation, you can slowly begin to bring your attention back to the external breath. So feeling the breath move into the belly, feeling the breath move into the lungs. So slowly you go from a very deep place back into a less subtle place. So allowing yourself to just feel that external breath as it moves in. You can feel that reverberation in your hands as the tissues rise and fall. And at the end of your session, you can slowly open your eyes and just feel the quality of resting, not looking with the eyes, but receiving. Allow your world to meet your eyes or fall back into your eyes. So you can stay and remain with a restful quality even as you open up to your environment. You can also end a session by slowly finding the movement in the hands and feet and just moving and squeezing and allowing your tissues to become a little bit more alive and innervated. And in that way, coming back into your present environment, going from a deep place into a place of meeting your world with refreshment and recuperation.